I find something really appealing about small compact watercolour sets. I've probably got far too many of them, but I've just bought a new one that I can't wait to try out. So in this video I'm going to try out the Schmincke Horadam field box, first by swatching the 8 half pans and then by taking it out and using it on location for an urban sketching session. So if you're interested in buying one of these, you might find this a useful video. So what exactly is it that I find so appealing about this set? Well, I just love the fact that everything you need is contained in one unit. I have other sets that also have the water flask and pot built in, such as this Winsor & Newton pocket field box. But what I love about this tin is, well, precisely that, it's metal, and so will hopefully work well with my Stablo nomadic easel, which is magnetic. If you haven't used one and would like to know more about it, I did a short video a few weeks ago about the art supplies I take sketching with me. I also happen to love the Schmincke paint. I find the colours really bright and vibrant. I could change the half pans for any others I choose, but high grade paints aren't particularly cheap, so it's good to actually like the ones that you're paying for that come with the box. Now obviously, as you can see by the fact that they're still in their little wrappers, I haven't actually used this yet. One thing I've noticed when putting it on the magnet is really strong in the middle. You can see the way this moves about, and I find that because this little water pot is actually obviously much lighter than the palette itself or the box itself, it's not wanting to stay on it at times. Having said that, of course you don't actually need that when you're using the Stablo, because as I mentioned earlier, the point of the Stablo is you've got room to put your brushes, to put your water cup here. Oops, it's not meant to happen. Try that again. You've got room to put your water cup here. I can't wait to get out and try it. These are the Schmincke Horadam Watercolours, which is their professional grade. I think their student grade are called Academy or something like that. What I haven't mentioned is what the box is actually called, and that's because I wasn't actually sure myself, but I've just found in some tiny print that it says Schmincke Horadam metal set with water tank, which is quite frankly a bit of a mouthful, so for the purpose of this video I'm just going to call it field box. Sorry, Schmincke. I've unwrapped the 8 half pans. Now for the moment of truth. It seems a shame to actually mess them up when they look all new like that, but that is what they're for. So I'm actually going to give them a spray. And then I'm using a Da Vinci travel brush, size 10. So we'll start with Prussian blue. Schmincke did actually provide their own swatch card, and this is whiter. I'll try both and show you the results at the end. Just a permanent olive green. I do have some of these colours already in one of my other sets. So there we go, there are all 8 colours. I think they're beautiful. I love the little set. It's only about, I think it's about 9 centimetres long. Yep, probably just a little bit more than 9 centimetres if you include the lid of the water flask. And obviously you've also got the water pot. The next thing to do is to go and try it out in the field. Come and join me. So I'm now ready to go out and try it on location. I thought I'd just run through very quickly what I'm taking with me. First of all, I have a couple of sketchbooks, an A4 and an A5. I have a pencil case which straps on to the sketchbook, and it has a pocket inside and then one on the outside where I put the things I use most, like fountain pens. I have a snack. I have my Stablo nomadic easel, an old duster. I have, as a backup, my Winsor & Newton with the professional grade watercolours and an athletic wristband for wiping my brush on. A set of travel brushes, obviously the Schmincke field box, whatever you like to call it itself, my normal water bottle, a silicone collapsible camping cup, a pocket blanket. It says blanket, but it's just a cloth that you can put down, so if I'm sitting on a bench that's a bit damp or something, it's very handy. And a pack of mackerel because it doesn't look particularly nice out there. Off we go. So I found a nice peaceful spot to sit on a green in front of a row of colourful cottages with the malt extract chimney looming behind them. I'll show a bit of my sketching process here, but if you're more interested in the final result and my verdict on actually using the Schmincke set, then you can just scroll to the end and I'll summarise my overall thoughts. don't always bother to include cars as they're not my focal point, but if they're in the way and I can't see what's behind them, then sometimes I have to put them in. Another way of dealing with this is to add some extra foliage to cover up things you can't quite see. Last year I was lucky enough to spend a week on a sketching vacation workshop with a very well-known urban sketcher and author, and she said it doesn't always have to be accurate, but it just has to be believable, so I'll take that, thank you. I'm actually going to use my camping cup as I have it with me, and the observant amongst you might notice that I've actually put the pans in the right way round now too. So what's my verdict? Well, I absolutely love the colours and I love the box itself and the fact that it's metal. There aren't really any negatives that I found. The only comments I would make are that the Winsor & Newton has slightly more surface area for mixing, although obviously not as deep. And the bottle being metal made it a little bit harder to get the water out as it kind of created its own vacuum. The Winsor & Newton being plastic means you can squeeze the water out much more quickly, but these really are minor points. And overall I absolutely love it, and it will be a permanent fixture in my urban sketching kit. I hope that's been useful. Thanks very much for watching.